What's going on, guys? In this video I want to talk about the best training frequency for those that are natural lifters, meaning you're not on performance enhancing drugs, you're not on steroids, you're not doing testosterone replacement theory or anything like that. You are natural and you want to build strength and you want to build muscle and you want to do it in a healthy, natural way. This video is for you. So we're going to jump right into it. So the first thing you have to understand about building muscle as a natural is that muscle is always going to be a byproduct of getting stronger on a handful of key lifts. It's not about hitting your muscle groups, 10 to 20 times, 10 to 20 sets per week, a couple times per week. There are ways to, spread out training volume throughout the week, but it's not a matter of, crazy amounts of volume. It's not about getting a crazy pump in the gym, although being able to get a pump is an important aspect of building muscle. It's not about, all of these things that are talked about by so many people. It is about one thing and one thing only. The number one driver of muscle growth is progressive overload, getting progressively stronger, progressively increasing either the number of reps you are performing or the amount of weight you are lifting. That is the number one driver of muscle growth, getting stronger on a handful of key lifts. So let me ask you a question. If you were, let's say right now, you're able to overhead press 95 pounds, standing barbell overhead press, you can get 5 reps for 95 pounds. If in the next 2 months, you increase that to, let's say, 125 pounds, do you think that your shoulders are going to grow? Do you think that you're going to build muscle if you increase the amount of weight you're able to lift on the standing overhead press by 30 pounds in the next couple months, 15 pounds a month? Do you not think you're going to build muscle if you do that? How is your body going to respond if you add 30, 40, 50 pounds to your weighted chin-ups? Do you think your biceps and your lats, your back is going to grow, or is it going to stay the same? Absolutely not. You will grow because muscle is a functional response to the stress of heavy lifting. When you put your body under stress by increasing either the amount of reps you're doing or the amount of weight you are lifting, your body adapts to that stress stimulus by building new muscle tissue. This is especially true when you eat the right amount of calories. You don't go too low in calories. You can build muscle in a calorie deficit. You just don't want to go too low with the amount of calories that you are eating, and you want to make sure you're getting sufficient protein. But the number one driver of muscle growth is and always will be getting stronger in the 4 to, let's say, 12 rep range, 4 to 10 rep range. I like to use reverse pyramid training for this, where you perform your heaviest set first, you rest a few minutes, reduce the weight by 10 to 15%, perform another lighter set for, maybe 6 to 8 reps, rest a few minutes, reduce the weight again by another 10 to 15%, depending on the lift. You perform a final set for, 8 to 10 reps or maybe 10 to 12 reps, depending on what your rep scheme calls for. But this is my favorite way to train for strength and to train for muscle. You're kind of hitting that whole rep range with reverse pyramid training. I'll link to a video below in the description on how to use reverse pyramid training and how to progressively get stronger using reverse pyramid training. But that's the first thing you have to understand. As a natural, the number one driver of muscle growth is going to be getting stronger. So secondly, when it comes to building new muscle, building strength and building that muscle as a natural, you want to make sure that you are optimizing for recovery. Because when your goal is to get stronger, you also need to build in rest days and recovery days in your training split, in your training and workout routine, because muscle does not grow while you are in the gym. Muscle doesn't grow while you're doing bicep curls or overhead presses or, squats and deadlifts. It happens while you are resting. It happens while you are sleeping, when your body is actually adapting, when your body is actually repairing and growing new tissue. That's not happening in the gym. That's happening while you rest and while you're eating the right amount of calories, while you're getting, eating whole nutritious foods that are going to give your body the the energy and the nutrients that it needs, the macronutrients as well as the micronutrients that it needs to build muscle and maybe even lose some fat as well, if you're in a calorie deficit. But that's the second thing, is that you need to optimize for recovery. So what that means is that, you can't be training as a natural, you cannot be training day after day after day after day. You have to build in the right amount of recovery, and you have to get the right amount of sleep. And you need to eat the right amount of, you need to eat, a proper, well-balanced diet of proteins, fats, and carbs. You need to be, optimizing your micronutrition as well. Make sure that you're getting the vitamins and the minerals that your body needs to, optimize for, proper hormonal levels. As a guy, that means trying to optimize your total and free testosterone. This is something I've really been getting into lately. Focusing more on not just the macronutrients, but the micronutrients as well. So that's probably going to be something that you start to see me talk about on this channel. Maybe not so much here in the near future, but as time goes on, I'll probably be talking about that a lot more. But you want to try to eat a well-balanced diet of proteins, fats, carbs, and get your vitamins and minerals as well. Recently I've been supplementing with, boron, magnesium, and zinc, 3 key minerals that have been shown through various studies to, help boost testosterone, both free levels of testosterone as well as, total levels of testosterone, as well as the amount of free testosterone that we have in our bodies. Those are 3 key minerals that have been shown to help with that and, boost energy, mood, libido, and all of that. So anyways, the point being is that, this is a part of the recovery process. So when I talk about optimizing for recovery, I'm not just talking about rest days and sleep. I'm also talking about nutrition, eating a proper diet that allows your body to recover and to build strength and to build muscle. So that's the second thing. The third thing, has to actually do with rest days. You want to work out on non-consecutive days. When your goal is to get stronger, because muscle is a byproduct of strength, if your goal is to get stronger, then you need to train on non-consecutive days. And really the best training frequency for naturals is a 3-day split where you work out 3 days per week on non-consecutive days. This doesn't mean 3 days in a row and then take a rest day and then work out another 3 days in a row and take a rest day. Some people do that. But as a natural who is trying to build strength and muscle, you want to work out 3 days per week on non-consecutive days. So for example, let's say on Monday, you go to the gym and you hit an upper body workout. On Tuesday, you don't want to work out again. You want to stay active, maybe get some steps in, you can do some other activities on your rest day, that aren't going to interfere with your recovery from heavy lifting. But let's say on Monday, you hit a big upper body workout. You focus on, maybe some heavy bench presses, some, heavy biceps curls, heavy barbell curls, and maybe do some, light shoulder work or something like that. Let's say you rest on Tuesday, you come in again on Wednesday and you hit some lower body and maybe some abs, get some squats, some deadlifts, maybe a couple isolation exercises for your quads and hamstrings, and, maybe do some trap work, to build some bigger traps, and maybe do some abs on that Wednesday. So some lower body, a little bit of upper body, and then you would rest on Thursday, allow your body to rest, recover. Again, you can be doing some sort of active, rest as well, getting steps in, playing basketball, whatever that looks like for you. If you like to golf, if you want to play with your kids, whatever. But then you would rest. So then that would be Thursday. You'd come again on Friday, hit another upper body day, heavy upper body day. Focus on, heavy shoulder presses, heavy weighted chin-ups or pull-ups, maybe do some, tricep work on, some lateral raises for the shoulders. But that's it. And there's different ways that you can increase volume. There's different ways that you can hit your muscle groups twice per week. Your key muscle groups like your chest, your shoulders, your arms, or even your back, you can hit those key muscle groups twice a week with a training split like this. You don't have to do it the way I just described. You could do, and this is kind of a video I actually recorded and uploaded, I think a few weeks ago, on, you know, kind of the best training splits for natural lifters, but this is more about the frequency of, you know, working out for natural lifters. But you want to do the 3 days per week on non-consecutive days. There's different ways to increase volume without interfering with recovery. There's different ways to, you know, specialize muscle groups with 3 days a week. But this is the best if your goal is strength. As a natural, your goal should be strength, because that is going to be the best indicator and predictor and driver of muscle growth. When the goal is strength, you want to optimize for recovery, and that means working out on non-consecutive days, 3 days per week, to give your body the proper amount of rest and recovery that it needs to build muscle as a natural. It's going to give you the most bang for your buck. It's going to help you to make the quickest strength gains, which is going to lead to quicker muscle growth. You know, as a natural lifter, you know, as a beginner, you can put on, you know, quite a bit of new muscle, you know, your first year or two of training. As you begin to become more of an intermediate lifter, depending on where you're at with your strength level, you know, you can still gain 2 to 3 pounds per month as an intermediate lifter, depending on where you're at on the spectrum of, you know, how close you are to your genetic potential. You know, right now for me, I'm gaining about 1.5, maybe 2 pounds per month right now. And that's kind of where I want to be. It's kind of that 2 pounds per month. I don't really want to push past that, because I know for me, that's going to lead to fat spillover. And so right now I'm just trying to hit that sweet spot of 1 to 2 pounds per month on my current lean bulk. And, you know, right now I'm like 177.8 as of this morning. And I was, you know, starting that lean bulk, I got as low as like 169 on my last cut. So I'm up to, you know, 177.8. Actually, I think it was like 170. I think it was actually 178.6 or whatever this morning. So anyways, I'm kind of starting to ramble here, but those are the 3 main points I kind of wanted to make when it comes to training frequency. The first thing you have to understand is that muscle is a byproduct of strength. Number 2, you have to optimize for recovery if your goal is strength and muscle. And number 3 is really the answer to that question, that the best training frequency is 3 days a week on non-consecutive days, because of those reasons I gave before. That muscle is a byproduct of strength, and that you want to optimize for recovery when the goal is to get stronger and build muscle. If you want help with any of that, I've put together a free guide for you that puts these things together. That I actually have a 3-day training split that you can follow to get stronger on a handful of key exercises that are going to build muscle and put on muscle in the right places in your chest, your shoulders, your arms, build proportionate legs, to build the physique in the body that you want, to get healthier, to get stronger, to get fit, to lose fat, and to build muscle. If you go to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart, I will send you that guide for free via email. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you found that helpful. If you're liking what you're hearing from my channel, would love for you to like this video, subscribe to my channel, maybe even share this video. It'll help the algorithm to, you know, show my videos to more and more people as I, you know, seek to grow this channel and just help as many guys as I can to, you know, get lean, stay lean, and build muscle for life. So if you like this video, would love for you to you know, actually hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.